Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial with the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. I told you all in my last chit chat get ready with me that I was going to do a more in-depth tutorial with this palette, so that's what I did for you guys today. I'm still going to be doing more looks with this palette because I just absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. I think it is so beautiful, and I know a lot of people are saying that this is a dupe to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I don't have that palette, so I don't know exactly how it compares, but just from what I've seen, it does seem like a really good dupe to that palette. And even if it wasn't a dupe, this palette is just so awesome. So if you guys would like to see how to do this makeup look, just keep on watching, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows first before I do my eyeshadow, and I'm just using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in Blonde. I switched over to the blonde shade since I'm blonde now. To set my brows in place, I'm going in with my Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in shade 1. And this is just a tinted brow gel with like little fibers in it to make your brows look a little thicker, and it also helps to hold your brows in place all day. I'm so excited, but I finally picked up the Tarte Shape Tape. I ordered this from Ulta, and I'm gonna be using this as my eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna dot a little bit of it there, and then I'm just using my Sigma P82 brush to blend that concealer in all over my eyelids all the way up to my brow bone. For my crease color, I'm using this shade right here and the Morphe M433, and I'm just using windshield wiper motions at first to blend that color in the crease. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going in with this shade and my e.l.f. defining eye brush. And I'm going to brush that shade here underneath my brow, on my brow bone to highlight. I really do like this highlight shade in this palette. It's really nice. It kind of reminds me of Brulee, their single eyeshadow. Like, I'm so curious about these shades right here, and I've been debating which one I want to put all over the lid, but I think I'm going to actually go in with this one and just do something completely different. Such a beautiful magenta color. And you can just use whatever shader brush you have. And then I'm going to leave this outer kind of corner free from this eyeshadow because I'm going to put a different shade there. Then for the outer V, I'm going to use this shade here and my Wet n Wild concealer brush. I'm just going to pat it here on this last half of the eyelid. It's kind of right out here. I'm just going in with my Morphe E17 brush, and I'm just going to lightly kind of blend here in the crease. I haven't added any color to the brush, it's just a clean brush. I'm just gonna lightly blend. And then I'm gonna get some more of like that burnt reddish color on the tip of that brush and just blend here in the outer corner on this eye. Just gonna take it up to the crease. I don't want to blend that color out too far, but it was like this side was a little more blended than this side over here. So I just wanted to make sure they looked even. Then I'm going to go back in with some more of this color on this brush. And just blend the crease more and intensify that crease color. Just kind of use my finger to kind of blend that in with the brow bone color. Make sure that's blended good there. And you can see how that makes like a really crisp outer edge. Now, before I finish out the rest of the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I am using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I love this foundation in the winter. Like, I have been using it quite a bit this week, so it's like weird that I didn't like it at first, but I think it's just because in the summertime, it's a little too shiny for me. but in the winter it's perfect, you know, because like your skin gets a little bit more dry and dull. And this foundation just gives it life. It has the prettiest dewy finish. It's just a beautiful foundation, and it's really long wearing too. If you have oily skin, this probably would not be the foundation for you, because like I said, in the summer it is, you know, way too much for me. But if you have dry skin or mature skin, I feel like this foundation would be awesome. I want to give this foundation to my mom so she can test it out and like let me know what she thinks about it, because she's in her 50s and usually she likes dewy type of foundations. For my under eye concealer, I'm going in with a mix of these two concealers. Like I told you guys whenever I was doing my eyeshadow primer, I finally picked up the Tarte Shape Tape. I love it. I got the shade Fair Neutral, which it is pretty light, so that's why I like to mix it with this one. And this is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer, and this is in shade 01 Classic Ivory, which is a little dark for me. So like these two mixed together are really good. And you don't need much of this Shape Tape concealer at all. Like, it goes such a long way. It is so pigmented. So I just do one dot. That's like all you'll need, especially mixed with this other concealer. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Peak Cosmetics sponge, the pointed end, and I'm just gonna blend that here. But yeah, I love that Shape Tape. I've used it like this week, and it is so long wearing, so full coverage. It doesn't crease. It's an amazing concealer. Like, I can totally understand the hype on it and why it's always sold out at Ulta and so hard to get. I would like to pick up the other shade in Light. I think that color would probably be a better match for me, but this one in Fair Neutral is very brightening, which I do like sometimes. You guys should be so proud of me, but I picked up a different setting powder. I picked up the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin powder, and this is in 10 Porcelain. So that's what I'm gonna use today to set this foundation. And I'm just using my e.l.f. powder brush. Yep, powder brush. I do like this Maybelline, the Maybelline, I do like this powder, but I wish the packaging was not as bulky as it is. The packaging is way too bulky, you know, because like your product's here and then it has this huge spot for a sponge and it's just too much. To set my under eye concealer, I'm going in with my e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. And I'm just gonna lightly kind of brush that. I mean, you don't even necessarily have to set that Shape Tape, but I just like to set it just a little bit, just to kind of brighten a little more. I'm gonna go in with this really dark brown here at the bottom. I'm going to run that here on the lower lash line. For my liquid liner, I'm just going in with my Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen in deep brown. I just thought that this look would look, I just thought this eyeshadow would look good with a brown eyeliner instead of a black. But you could use a black if you wanted to. For my waterline, I'm just going in with a brown eyeliner. I think these lashes are super pretty. These are the Ardell Double Ups, and I'm gonna be using these today as my false lashes. For my lower lashes, I'm just using my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. For my bronzer today, I'm going in with my NARS Laguna Bronzer. I feel like, okay, I felt like my camera was looking a tad out of focus, so hopefully it's in focus. I'm gonna use my Morphe M437 first to kind of contour the bronzer. I've really been enjoying this brush for contouring and bronzing. It's really nice, and you would think that it, you know, it might be too small for that, but it works perfect. So I've really been enjoying this. Let's zoom out just a tad so you guys can see what I'm doing a little more. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe R2 brush to bronze like up at my hairline. This brush is so soft. And then I'm just going to take that and kind of blend right here. And I'm also going to take a little bit more of this bronzer and kind of bronze up here on my jawline and also on my neck. I feel like I'm really far down. I'm going to use the Morphe R10 and the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Mellow Wine today for my blush. I'm just going to dab the excess of that blush off because don't want to put too much down at first. But I love this blush with this eyeshadow. I think it looks really pretty. And then I'm just going to go in with the Morphe E41 and just blend. This brush is super soft. This reminds me of that It Cosmetics brush. I don't know if, I can't remember what the name of that brush is, but it's like a large brush like this. So soft. And then for my highlights, I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This has been my favorite highlight lately. It's so pretty. And I don't know, I felt like for a while there, I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it, but I've just been in love with it. And I've been in love with this Morphe M530 to apply highlighters. I think it does a great job of blending the highlighters out. And just, I don't know, they just look really nice. Like all the highlighters that I have look really nice with this brush. Like it just really blends it out well. So I don't know if you can see there. Such a pretty highlight. And then with this makeup, you could do something like bold and daring and use something like, let me see if I can find it. And use a lipstick like this Bobbi Brown lipstick in Brocade. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's B-R-O-C-A-D-E. I probably didn't pronounce that right, but it's like a really pretty burgundy, which is kind of like the eyeshadow. So if you want it to be really daring, you could go with a lip shade like this. But I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and do a nude today because I might go out later and I don't know. I mean, I like this color, but it's a little too bold for what I wanna do today. So I'm first gonna line my lips with the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Innocent. And then for my lipstick, I'm going in with this Hourglass Girl Stylo in Influencer. And then I'm just going to top that with this Tarte lipstick. This is like the Moisture Surge Rainforest of the Sea lipstick, something like that. And this is in the shade Nude. I just wanted to use this on top of that because my lips have been really chapped lately and they need like the extra moisture. Trying to get that lipstick off my hand so I don't get it all over my sweater. And then the last step to this look is I'm gonna mist it with makeup setting spray, and I'm just using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. It's a tongue twister. I hope that you guys did enjoy this makeup tutorial with the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. I'm definitely gonna do more tutorials with this palette because it is so beautiful. It's definitely my favorite one, and in some ways I think I kind of like this one better than Comfort Zone. I mean, I still love Comfort Zone, but I just love the warm shades in here. It has a lot of good mattes, and it's an awesome palette. If you can get your hands on this one, definitely pick it up. I'm still gonna be doing tutorials on all the other palettes in this Wet n Wild eyeshadow collection, all the new ones, and you know, the new old ones that they release. So all of the tutorials that I've done so far, I'll have them linked down below if you're new and you haven't seen them yet. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know to do more tutorials for you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you all have a great day. Bye-bye.